everyone. Welcome back to Sons of Nerddom, our beautiful podcast, which is not really, more like beautiful on the inside and ugly on the outside, much like Killer Croc and Suicide Squad. You see, don't worry, we are not, you see, you're safe here, guys, with our show. Why? Because I am not Rick Harrison, this is not a pawn shop, this is not a scam, and this is not Harambee, so don't worry. You will not have to be afraid, because we are the only show that will never give you up or let you down. We are your hosts,
Caleb Rudd
and Patrick Leese.
What's up, man?
Absolutely nothing. I do nothing with my time anymore. I started Fallout 4, and I made my character look exactly like Neil deGrasse Tyson, the Black Science Man.
Is that all you know him as, the Black Science Man?
The Black Space guy. Yeah.
Didn't he narrate that Nova show?
Yeah, it was like Cosmos or something like that. Yeah. History Channel show, but it's still so funny. Because I'll be playing, like, Fallout 4 and be like, you know, that weird, that thing where you can, like, zoom in on people's body parts and select where you want to shoot, and all of a sudden, like, this Raider's coming at me, and Neil deGrasse Tyson picks up a gun and pops a cap in the face.
How far are you into the game?
Level 1.
Level 1?
Yeah, like, I just got to Concord, which is a place over there, like...
Like the first level in the game, or you are level 1? I am level 1. Okay. It's kind of like the first level in the game, kind of in a way. Like, it was one of my first big missions. I had to save all these settlers, and I died. I failed. I had my gun out, and Neil deGrasse Tyson got a face full of fire. Have you played Fallout before, or is Fallout 4 your first?
Well, Fallout 4 is my first.
Popping your Fallout cherry.
Yep.
How do you like it so far?
I'm bleeding.
Did it hurt at first, but it's better the second time?
I haven't played a second time, so...
I have no regrets for making that joke. I feel like if anyone in my family listens to that, they're going to start yelling at me.
Alright, so if you're listening...
Mom, stop listening!
Screw off! Anyway, no, if you don't like vulgarities, please don't watch our podcast. We will offend you.
But let's get the sad business out of the way first. Gene Wilder died. Was it yesterday? Or the day before?
Yeah, I think it was yesterday.
Yeah.
In a world of pure imagination.
Just a little less, the world is just a little less imaginative now.
Jeez.
He passed away due to complications with Alzheimer's.
Yeah. I know people...
Passed away at 83?
83, a ripe old age.
Mm-hmm.
Not too, like, far into the 90s to where you don't know what the fuck's going on, but still at a good young age to where... Actually, never mind.
Yeah, so he passed away, the legendary actor known for playing Willy Wonka.
Jeez. They even made a meme about his death already.
Are you kidding me?
Well, not in a bad way. So you know the Willy Wonka memes where he's like, he's got his fist pressed up against his face and it's like, oh, you're a fan of, blah 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 blah. Well, tell me more.
Yeah.
There's one of that and it says, oh, I died. Please tell the internet about how much of a fan of me you are. Like, ooh.
He died 2 days ago. I just looked it up. He died in Stamford, Connecticut.
Damn.
Yeah, so he died at 83, star of Willy Wonka and Young Frankenstein.
Yeah, I loved Young Frankenstein.
It's heartbreaking, He was one of those big guys that was a big part of our childhood. Young Frankenstein and Willy Wonka.
I watched that every Halloween.
I mean, I get it, we're only 18, but nonetheless, we watched the shit out of those movies. He scared the shit out of me in the tunnel scene in Willy Wonka.
Oh, that was fucked up.
That scared the shit out of me.
Well, I mean, everyone's like, oh, the childhood. You didn't grow up in 1980-something. No, but my mom, growing up, my mom showed me all these movies. So it's all, basically, my childhood was a childhood of the 80s and 70s.
Yeah, a lot of Mel Brooks stuff.
A lot of Mel Brooks, The Princess Bride, all this stuff that she showed me when I was a kid wasn't very, modern, and I am grateful for that. Everything was so much simpler in the 80s. I'd rather go back there.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being a 13-year-old in the 80s? You just nowadays you got Facebook, request everyone. You gotta plan and coordinate. No, back then you just
talk to people.
Yeah,
fuck that.
Back at 14, in the 80s, you just got on your bike, you rode down the street a couple of blocks, you picked up your friend, you said, hey, jeez, hey Tommy, let's go get a slice and go to the arcade.
Go get a slice?
Yeah, a slice of pizza.
I know you're talking about the way you said it.
Go get a slice of cherry Coke and then go down the arcade. And then, you go down there, there's someone with a boombox playing, the brand new...
What did you think the 80s were like?
I don't know, I wasn't there.
Nonetheless, though, rest in peace, Gene, you will be missed.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But let's make the show a little less sad and a little more chipper. So Ben Affleck teased some footage of Deathstroke, the Terminator.
Fucking finally. I'm sorry. I love the Joker. He's one of the most iconic villains, but I have seen
so many Joker variations. I'm tired of it at this point.
Yeah, so it's a toss-up where he'll debut first as. People are debating Justice League will be Deathstroke's debut. I wouldn't put it past them to cameo him in that.
Oh yeah, or maybe an after-credits scene.
Or maybe, yeah. But to my understanding, I thought Steppenwolf was supposed to be the Justice League villain.
I don't think Deathstroke would be probably the main villain. Like, to me,
like a guy they take down on the side or something.
Yeah, probably. Kind of like in the Suicide Squad when they're talking about how like all the people got there and a couple of them were just Batman came and got them.
Yeah, might be something like that.
Yeah, I assume so. Like maybe it opens up with Batman chasing down Deathstroke and then bam, that's taken care of, and then move on to Justice League.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But so the speculation is he'll be in Justice League or he'll be in the Affleck standalone Batman movie. There's no confirmation yet. But have you heard about what the speculation is on who's playing him?
Yeah, I heard it was either John Krasinski. Heard a rumor that it was that it could be Ron Perlman.
Yep, that's another rumor.
There was one more guy. I can't remember his name.
Joe Manganiello.
Yeah, he was where I know him from is How I Met Your Mother as Marshall's friend, the lawyer guy.
Oh my God, that's him.
Yeah, the lawyer guy. Remember
when they go on the bro date, right?
Yeah, the bro dates, and then when they went against each other for that pharmaceutical company and Frog Lake. Oh yeah, that's Joe.
That's him.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's so weird. Every time I see him, though, I always see him as the dumb, hot lawyer from How I Met Your Mother that went on a bro date with Marshall.
I didn't know that was him.
That was him.
That's why he looked familiar. Yeah. So the speculation is that Joe has the role. Everyone's kind of... there's a lot of people online who are championing Joe to get the role.
I can see it. He's a big guy. But, I don't know, I think... Last time I heard his voice was on How I Met Your Mother, and it was kind of... Every time I hear Deathstroke, I always hear like something like really kind of deep and dark, like low pitched kind of thing. Right. It was like Deathstroke in the Arkham games, like Batman. And last time I saw Joe whatever his name is, it was like, yo bro, what up bro? I'm like, if you can make your voice deeper somehow, that'd be great.
Well, maybe it's like a Darth Vader thing, where maybe Joe plays Slade and then physically plays Deathstroke. And then they have maybe Ron Perlman come in and do a voice. Oh, that would. Because that video came out of Ron Perlman putting his voice up against the footage that came out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that was just like a voiceover, like someone dubbed. I think that was like a scene from Hellboy, or I don't know what it was.
Something like that, yeah.
But yeah, someone dubbed Ron Perlman's voice over the Deathstroke test footage, and it sounded beautiful.
It sounded awesome, and it's eerie and creepy.
And
very threatening.
I couldn't be more excited, only because like. Every live-action Batman movie has always been the same. Adam West. I think Adam West's 1960s Batman was kind of different, but like a lot of the Batman villains, it always features like the bigger guys, like Batman Joker. And Robin. Yeah, mostly Joker, because Adam West Batman had like Riddler, Joker, Catwoman, etc. Dark Knight had Joker. It's just there's a lot of different variations of the Joker, and I love it when the smaller, minor villains get to appear and stuff, because like they all have their own complex stories and their own complex abilities. Like, granted, Mr. Freeze didn't get justice in Batman and Robin, but he's a complex character who is borderline good and evil, because I mean he helps Batman quite a bit, but he also like is up against Batman. The Riddler, I would love to see.
Love to see the Riddler.
Jim Parsons, Jim Parsons wants to be the Riddler. He's Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I don't think it should be Jim.
Why not?
I don't know. Like he's a fine actor. I just don't think he has the Joker. But he's fine as Sheldon, but I think people won't take him seriously because of the show.
Oh yeah, like they expect
People have been also for Riddler. People have been championing. Crap. People have been saying they want Neil Patrick Harrison.
Yeah. Oh, I think he could do that, but I don't know. He's always been in such lighthearted stuff. I don't know if he could cut it as like a dark.
Right.
I mean, granted, no, it wouldn't be like Dark Knight dark, but still, it would still every Batman story. There's no lighthearted. The only lighthearted Batman stuff is Adam West, and that's just because. It's the 60s. Everything was happy in the 60s and 70s. Mm-hmm. And so that's the only, like, silly Joker and stuff. And so nowadays, they're going back to the comics where, Batman's dark, Batman's brutal. There's a lot of rain. There's no, like, silly, goofy Riddler going, pow, blam. No, it's all about, like, I will beat you lifeless kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Neil Patrick Harris could cut it. I mean, if he did, I would be... I would be speechless. I would walk out of that theater speechless, but I don't know if he can cut it.
It'd be interesting to see him.
I don't know. Is there anyone that could really do a good Riddler?
I don't know. But when it comes to Neil Patrick Harris, I think I don't want to watch the movie he's in, but I want to read the reviews after.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I can see what
I don't necessarily want to see it, but I want to know what it would be like.
Yeah. No, I could totally see that happening.
Yeah.
But, now that I think about it, what would you, like, take all the Batman villains that haven't been, or that have at least appeared once, not Joker at all, because we've seen so many different versions of the Joker, but what would you typecast, like, Batman villains? Like, let's say, we already got a couple Catwomen.
Yeah, we've had several Catwomen.
Anne Hathaway was actually pretty good.
Poison Ivy.
So we got Poison. Let's make a list. I'll make a list.
Alright, so while you do that, I want to pull up the woman, I can't remember her name, from Mad Men. Joan? Did you ever watch Mad Men?
No, I did not.
You never watched Mad Men?
Nope.
Oh, it's so good.
I've been meaning to, but I am so terrible at getting to things. Like, for 3 months, people have been telling me to watch Pulp Fiction, and I kept telling them I would get to it this weekend, and it took me like 4 months to get to it. Pulp Fiction's great.
It is super great. Christina Hendricks would be my choice for Poison Ivy. She's a great actress. She plays that sexy character very well. She's already a redhead, but she's fantastic. If you've seen Mad Men, she's so great in that show. It's ridiculous. So this is her.
Oh yeah, she's even got the hair for it.
Yeah, she would be awesome. Awesome as Poison Ivy.
I would pay to see that. Okay, so typecasting. Who would you choose for Riddler, Poison Ivy, Deathstroke, Mad Hatter, Penguin, and Bane? So for all these, like, because we've seen like either one or two variation of it. Maybe, I don't know, we've seen a couple versions of Two-Face, but I guess for the sake of this, because he didn't get that much of a, he didn't get that much screen time in The Dark Knight. He was just kind of there and then gone.
Who, Bane?
No, Two-Face.
Oh, Two-Face.
Because he was just kind of, he was Harvey Dent, and then like the last, he kind of spent 20 minutes being Two-Face, and that was about it.
I don't know. Who would you choose?
Two-Face? I don't know. I really liked Aaron Eckhart's version. I just kind of wish he got more time.
Yeah, I think Aaron Eckhart played Two-Face tremendously.
Oh yeah, he did really well. He even got that, like, angry, like, why are words escaping me? He had that, like, angry persona kind of thing. Where he was just angry about his face and about Rachel. I mean, granted, they did change his story, his backstory, but I mean, it was still perfect the way it worked out.
Yeah, and he didn't even necessarily care about his face.
Yeah.
He was just upset about Rachel, and he didn't understand. Like, he wanted Rachel to be saved, and not himself. And Batman ultimately chose him because for the greater good, he was the better choice to save, not Rachel, which sucks.
I thought he did go after Rachel, but he like switched him, didn't he?
No, okay. So the way I look at it is that Joker's like, there's two of them. Here's where she's at. Here's where he is at, and then Bruce Wayne wants to make the decision to save Rachel because he loves Rachel. But as Batman, he knows he needs to save Harvey. So he tells the commissioner, go save her. But he tells him... he tells the commissioner to go save Rachel, and he goes after Harvey. But if I remember correctly, and if I'm wrong, I'm going to get crucified on the internet here. But I'm pretty sure he tells Commissioner the address for Rachel and tells the Commissioner that that's where Harvey's at and he's going after Rachel, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so as Bruce Wayne, he wants to make the decision to save the woman he loves. But as Batman, he knows ultimately he needs to choose Harvey. So as Batman, I think in that moment he stops becoming Batman and stops becoming Bruce Wayne. And it's completely Batman at that point. But... Sorry, what was your question? I went on a tangent.
Oh, it's basically typecasting it. Like, so let's just say, like, Deathstroke, Penguin, Bane, Mad Hatter, Poison Ivy, and the Riddler. Let's just safely, like, assume they were all going to suddenly appear in Ben Affleck's Batman movie.
Okay,
Who would you typecast for all of those?
Okay, so...
Because Two-Face, we agreed Aaron Eckhart would
Aaron Eckhart. I want to see him come back.
Oh, I would love that. But that would be weird, only because of, like, the canon.
It would be weird, I suppose, but they kept...
Earth 2?
Or maybe. But they kept Alfred the same actor in all the old Tim Burton movies. And then even Joel Schumacher kept the same Alfred, knowing Batman switched constantly. And everyone just accepted Sam.
Good point.
Yeah.
So I could see that.
So my choice for Bane, I want to butcher his name. Hafthor Julius Jorgensen. He's an Icelandic professional strongman. He plays the Mountain on Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. Well,
so that's my choice. This dude's huge.
Dude is huge, but he needs a Spanish accent because Bane grew up in a Spanish,
Well, you can do that. Well, Affleck is 6'4".
Oh yeah.
The Mountain is 6'9".
Oh yeah.
So he just Ben Affleck's Batman's already huge. He stands taller than Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Bane would be even bigger.
Yeah, because you need a massive guy because that was a lot of all the things that made Bane a great villain is Batman's just a simple man, but Bane's a massive monster. So that's where the brains versus brawn aspect of Batman, because granted he is the world's greatest detective, but another thing about his ploy is that his brain is to peak mental condition to where he's a genius. And
the Mountain just has a huge, literally, because he's so big, but it has a tremendous physical presence. And Ben Affleck is already huge. In the movie, he towers over everybody. Because I think Superman's their tallest actor right now for the Justice League. So he'll be taller than everybody on the Batman will be taller than everyone on the Justice League except Cyborg, I think, because I think they're making him a little taller with the computer animation.
That's okay.
Yeah, which makes sense. But other than that, he'll be the tallest. So once that gigantic presence of a Batman has to face Bane, and Bane's 5 inches taller than him. Yeah. That's who I would cast.
Alright, what about Penguin? Because this needs to be a short, stout Australian businessman.
For Penguin, who
Donald Trump.
No, I would. Maybe this isn't really a serious casting, but what about Kevin Smith as the Penguin?
No. I'm sorry, I can't see that.
No.
I can't see that. I adore Kevin Smith with everything I have, but I can't see him doing it.
I'm trying to think of who would you pick for Penguin? I can't think of anybody for Penguin.
Fuck. Actually, I don't know either. Penguin's a hard thing to do.
Because I've heard a lot of jokes about Kevin Smith. Playing the Penguin, which it'd be kind of funny. I mean, it's ultimately a fat joke.
Ouch. But, no, I can't think of anyone I want. I mean, maybe Danny DeVito already did it.
John Goodman.
Oh.
John Goodman as the Penguin. How about that?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
Wait, here's the side by side. So that's John Goodman.
Okay.
That's the Penguin.
Okay, maybe. Given the...
And he's already terrifying.
Yeah, 10 Cloverfield Lane, they're just typecasting him as, some weird conspiracy theorist. Not just in 10 Cloverfield Lane, but in that new King Kong movie with Tom Hiddleston, he's a fucking conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
So he's terrifying already on his own. Oh my goodness.
So John Goodman's my choice.
What about Mad Hatter? That's a villain who doesn't get enough credit. I mean, he's everywhere in the Arkham games.
Yeah,
But he doesn't... I mean, he's making his first live-action debut on the TV series Gotham in the upcoming season with, I forget who's playing him, but Mad Hatter's kind of a skimpy, scrawny guy.
Right. Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter. They actually, at the local comic shop, Central City Comics, they have the Batman Through the Looking Glass comic.
Yeah. Mad Hatter. My mind goes to Johnny Depp.
Oh, yeah, because he was a fucking Mad Hatter.
Because he's Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland. But
great.
He could be creepy, too. I think Johnny Depp could absolutely be creepy enough.
He just creeps me out all the time.
Yeah.
Even in Pirates of the Caribbean, it's like, yeah, Chavez. I'm like, oh, please don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
I don't want to call you Uncle.
I don't want to call you Uncle.
Uncle Johnny. Okay, and then we already talked about Deathstroke. But
Deathstroke, yeah. I would agree with Joe Manganiello. Hopefully I'm saying the name right. Joe Manganiello.
If not... Well,
I would agree with him for Slade. He'd be badass.
What about Mr. Freeze?
Mr. Freeze.
That's
Mr. Freeze.
I mean, granted, you don't even need an actor. You could just have a guy in a CGI suit and, have a voiceover.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want a guy in a CGI suit.
They did it. Hey, it worked for Tom Holland in Civil War.
Yeah, it did. Mr. Freeze.
I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger did not do justice.
Hard as...
Do you know what killed the dinosaurs, Caleb?
The Ice Age! I'm gonna hate that movie. Did you ever watch, I I think it's called Cold as Ice. It's the Mr. Freeze episode for the animated series.
No, I don't think I did.
It's flipping heartbreaking. Like, at the end, he's talking about how he's lost his wife and how like he can't bring her back really. And at the end, Batman takes him down. He's in prison, and the last shot of the episode is him sitting in prison, and he goes, "I would cry if I had any tears left to shed." Because his entire thing is he's trying to save his wife, bring his wife back, but he just can't. Jeez. So in the end, he's like, "I would cry if there were tears left to shed," and like a tear falls down his face, and because he's cold, it just crystallizes immediately and becomes like a snowflake. It's beautiful.
Ouch. I don't know. Mr. Freeze has always been like kind of the borderline good or evil. Like there was no ever in between. Like there were times where he was kind of like Poison Ivy kind of.
Yeah, some people online want Jason Statham as Freeze.
No.
I don't agree with that at all.
No, I cannot see that at all. Like, Jason Statham is a man of action, and Mr. Freeze more is a smart like genius type.
Yeah.
And, like, just kind of the guy who would, sit back and create gadgets to fight Batman versus, like, Jason Statham would just whip out that knife from the Expendables and shank him a few times. Shank, 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 and then go, on the transporter, fuck Marvel. That was not a Jason Statham accent.
It was an attempt.
It was not good. It was Australian.
Yeah. I can't think of a Freeze actor.
No, now I see why some of these actors don't turn out well. It's not easy to cast these people.
I mean, true, but we're also not paid to do this kind of stuff.
Oh, shit. Well, in that case, I don't give a fuck. I want Harley Quinn Smith as Deathstroke. Then fuck this shit.
Let's do it. Who would you cast as Riddler?
Jennifer Lawrence.
No, I'm serious. I'm
Okay.
being serious. I cast DiCaprio.
DiCaprio?
Leonardo DiCaprio as the Riddler would be my cast.
I could see that only because he was such a good villain in Django Unchained.
Yeah, he's creepy.
He was like a creepy, but also he could the Riddler, like as his riddles get solved. I'm just basing this off the Arkham games. He gets angrier as time goes on, as his riddles get solved. Yeah. And that's kind of what Leonardo DiCaprio did in Django Unchained. And like at first he's like, oh, you can call me Mr. Candy. I'm this friendly guy, and then as time went on, Django's like, oh, this is my wife, I want her free, and he's like, no, you fucking, piece of shit.
Yeah.
You should die.
You should die.
I don't know, I haven't seen Django Unchained in forever.
Yeah.
But I could see, yeah, he's got that, like, silly, but also angry persona.
I would want DiCaprio on screen as the Riddler.
They better if they ever do Riddler on screen, I just hope they do it right. I wouldn't mind seeing the awkward electrician outfit from the Arkham games.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't really like I liked it in Arkham Knight because it showed that he rigged up all of his traps himself, and so he's got all that electrician's gear on, like the gloves, the hammers, all the stuff you would need if you're an electrician installing stuff in a house.
Right.
But I don't know. I've always seen him as a suave suit, hat, cane.
Totally.
So I don't know, I wouldn't want bright green with a bunch of question marks, but I think one of his costumes in the earlier Arkham games, probably something like that, where it was a simple green suit, and his jacket, though being a simple kind of a dark green, it had just one big question mark on the back. So it wasn't a bunch of question marks or looking goofy or silly, it just had one singular mark on the back, and it was just a dark green suit.
Right. Okay, so before we move on to the next villain, you mentioned Two-Face, right?
Two-Face, yeah.
I want to retract my statement. I do think the man who played Two-Face in The Dark Knight was brilliant, and he was great.
Yeah, Aaron Eckhart.
Aaron Eckhart. I would want to see Jon Hamm.
Oh.
From Mad Men?
Yeah. Okay, I could see it. I mean, I haven't seen much of Jon Hamm besides the Minions movie, but no, I could totally... Yeah, I could see it. He's got that suave, kind of smooth-ish kind of persona. But, I mean, I haven't seen much Mad Men, so I'm just going to, blurt this statement out, and if you're... Correct me if I'm wrong, but...
Go for it.
Has he ever gotten angry during Mad Men?
Oh, yeah. He gets angry in Mad Men.
Then I can totally see him,
Yeah, he gets furious at points.
Then I can probably see him do, Two-Face.
Yeah, that'd be my choice.
No problem.
Would be Jon Hamm as Two-Face. Who would you cast... do we already talk about Mr. Freeze?
We did. And we couldn't decide on anyone.
I came up with one. Bryan Cranston.
Oh, shit.
Bryan Cranston is Freeze.
Smart and angry.
Yeah.
Because one thing about these Batman villains, there has to be anger. Because, I mean, granted, maybe some people not as much as others, but there has to be anger there. Because a lot of Batman villains are just nothing but angry.
Yeah, and he has Bryan Cranston has a very distinct voice too.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like I think that was.
And he's in good shape, so.
Considering his age too.
And he's creepy as hell in Mad Men.
Wait, Bryan Cranston?
Bryan Cranston. There's moments in Mad Men where he's creepy.
Wait, Bryan Cranston's in Mad Men?
Sorry, not Mad Men. Breaking Bad. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Like he's super intimidating.
Oh man, AMC. I don't know whoever's writing over there needs to get paid double because they are dominating.
Yeah. So I would want to see Bryan Cranston as Freeze.
Okay, I could totally see that, and he's been bald before, so I mean.
Yeah.
It's not like it'd be anything new.
Yeah.
So oh my goodness, yeah, I could totally see that.
What other villains?
I couldn't think of it. I mean, we already brought up Poison Ivy.
Who would you want to play Jason Todd?
Jason Todd? Jason Statham. No,
I want to see Jensen Ackles.
Jensen, I don't
He's
know.
voiced Jason Todd Under the Red Hood, and he's still super fit.
Well, yeah.
And he plays that tortured character in Supernatural.
No, Jensen Ackles, that's Sam, right? No, that's...
No, Jensen Ackles
That's right, it's Dean.
is Dean.
Oh my goodness. I apologize, anyone listening. I haven't seen Supernatural forever. I've been waiting for the new season to come on Netflix. If it's there, I'll go watch it. If not, I don't know. But it's been years since I've last seen
Supernatural. So that would be my pick. He's been my Jason pick for years.
Well, I mean, if you already voiced him, then... Well, I mean, how did his voice work go?
His voice was cool. I liked his voice.
I don't know if I could see him The only reason is because, like, every time I've ever seen him, like, be tough and fight, he's always been more of a brawler kind of person, where, like, a couple punches, and then Jason Todd, everything I've seen him in, he's fit, he's acrobatic kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he's not like Dick Grayson where he's agile, but he's still, like, he can flip, he can jump, he can kick.
Yeah.
And then Jensen Ackles always just, like, uses his fists, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if he could be more, I guess not more agile, but still, like, less of a brawler and more of a...
More light on his feet.
Yeah, then I could see it. Then I could totally see him. Because if he already did voice work, he's already got that part down.
Yeah. Do you have any specific actors you'd want to see as a role?
No.
No? You just wanted to bring it up?
Yep.
Just to see where the conversation led?
Alright, well, now that we've filled like 30 minutes, now what?
Well, so we talked about the footage from Deathstroke.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the Doctor Strange featurette that got released? You're kind of our resident Doctor Strange fan.
Sorry, oh my goodness.
You've been so excited for the Stan movie for so long.
You have no idea. At this point, I will take myself to go see it. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
I will walk to Roslyn oh my goodness. The Roslyn Theater up near town, like, they always get movies a day early, and I love them so much. Like, Roslyn Theater is absolutely, positively amazing. They have great popcorn, great yeast. It's well worth the drive.
It's great.
And they always get movies a day early. Like, we saw Guardians of the Galaxy the day before it came out, like, Thursday release. We saw Civil War Thursday release.
Yeah.
And, like, not even a midnight release. It was, like, 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh my goodness, I will walk to Roslyn if I have to go see Doctor Strange. If it comes out on a Thursday.
So, tell us what happened in the footage.
Okay, so the footage, I mean, it was kind of like it was just kind of the actors talking about, like, what's going on and whatnot.
Right.
Like, the guy who plays Mordo, it wasn't even, it was just him and someone else that were talking about how, like, Mordo, the character, he's close with the Ancient One. He and, the Ancient One started his training. And then they went over and Mads Mikkelsen talked a little bit about the villains and why they're, kind of like Star Wars, where they were persuaded by the other side, and so that's why they're bad, is they were seduced by, I'm going to be kind of cheeky here, but they were seduced by the quote-unquote the dark side of magic instead of the Force. That's what they chose. Kind of like Anakin Skywalker descending into the dark side and becoming Darth Vader. Mads Mikkelsen character, I assume, along this kind of the same guidelines. I mean, not the same in a copyright way, but just he was, he saw bigger power and he went for it.
Yeah.
And so that's basically what it was, is the actors and one of the producers talking about, these characters. No new footage. Well, a little bit of new footage.
There's a little bit of new footage. I thought there was some new Mads Mikkelsen footage.
Yeah,
of
like him walking, and that's about it.
Well, yeah, there's a shot of him walking, making like a symbol with his hand.
I can't learn those symbols. Especially not when I'm in Tacoma. Tacoma's terrifying. Oh my goodness. No, but no, I am so excited to see that. Like, I will even go by myself if I have to. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that movie is gonna blow people's minds.
Oh yeah, well it's how they're like starting the big extended universe. Like this is how they're gonna connect, Guardians with the Avengers. Like this is where it all begins.
Yeah, I'm so pumped for it.
And I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm pretty nervous about Infinity War, honestly.
No?
Only because like.
Wait, you're not nervous?
I am nervous.
Oh, you're nervous.
Well, first they had it into 2 parts, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a great idea. Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2. This is how, Infinity War Part 1 can be spent, so each of them I assume would be like 2 hours long. So the first, 2-hour movie, Infinity War Part 1, is everybody finding each other, like the Guardians coming to Earth and finding, or Doctor Strange, uniting the Guardians, finding Iron Man, etc., uniting everybody, and maybe like it ends with them fighting, or getting ready to fight Thanos. Infinity War Part 2, everyone's gathered, they deal with the after, maybe they could finally include like the Infinity Gauntlet, the most iconic moment, where he snaps his fingers, and, half the world's population dies, some being superheroes, like Daredevil and Cap are killed, I believe. Well, I know Daredevil for sure is killed, I know the Fantastic Four is killed, but there's some other people that are killed. And so, finally, Part 2 Part 1 could totally end with, snapping of the fingers, everybody dies.
Right.
Part 2 would be dealing with the aftermath, finding who's left, uniting everyone.
Right, well my guess is that even though they announced it as a Part 1, Part 2, and then recently switched it from only one part and then a second movie, I doubt they're going to switch the script that much.
I don't know.
My guess is that they realize that it makes more sense of just the first one being called Infinity War, and the next one still carrying on the story but under a different title.
Okay, that would be cool, because I'm sorry, but the Infinity War storyline is too big for just 1-2
Yeah,
hours.
so my guess was that even though they had the script split into 2, the first part of the script that was supposed to be Part 1 will just be the Infinity War movie, and the part of the script that was supposed to be Part 2 will become the next movie.
Okay. Well, I mean, I heard people saying, like, Secret Wars would be the second Avengers movie.
That'd be awesome.
But I don't know.
Put Tom Holland in the black suit?
Oh, no, definitely I would love to see that.
Because that's where the black suit came from, was the Secret War story.
Yeah, no, but the battle with Thanos is, massive. Like, it's a huge war.
Yeah.
And so that's why, it's the Infinity War. They can't fit all that into one movie.
Yeah, like I said, I doubt they're going to cut out a lot. I'm sure the script's going to stay the same. The only thing changing is the title.
Okay, thank goodness, because, like...
I mean, that's what my speculation is.
Because, yeah, Infinity War is too big of a storyline. It's like the biggest story of all time in the Marvel Universe is all the heroes banding together. Like, every single hero finally coming together, finally meeting. Like, in this movie we would finally see, Doctor Strange and Star-Lord.
Yeah.
It's Tom Holland, Spider-Man meeting up with...
It would be all the Phase 3 guys showing up.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to have the Defenders, and now they're talking about not having the Defenders.
Yeah.
They're talking about keeping their TV and movies possibly separate. And
yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm really getting irritated with that now.
Why?
Only because, like, you have these cool characters. Do it. They're referencing the Avengers. Just make them cross over. I mean, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I can understand. They're kind of more under the radar type thing.
Right.
I mean, they deal with the aftermath of this stuff, but they're more, under the radar, under everything. And then fucking, you got Daredevil, which references to the actual Avengers and whatnot. Yeah. Jessica Jones. I would love to see one of Thanos' minions and Daredevil go head-to-head.
Right.
Well, I mean, then again, Daredevil does kind of die in the comic book.
Well,
so...
Yeah, well, I would love to see the TV show guys show up, because I want to see the friendship of Daredevil and Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. I would love to see Charlie Cox and Tom Holland finally meet up.
Right? How cool would that be?
And Iron Fist is amazing. Luke Cage, I mean, granted, they don't have to talk with the rest of the group, but, Luke Cage, Doctor Strange and Tony, Charlie Cox and Doctor Strange, I would just love to see all of that meet up.
Yeah.
And it would put them ahead of the game, since DC wants to keep their TV shows and movies separate. Marvel could make a whole lot of extra money and be ahead in the game by, like, brownie points and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, Marvel, if you're listening to us, you know what to do. Do it.
Oh, did you see the promo photos of Tom Holland's suit? Not promo, but so some photos came out of behind the scenes on the set of Civil War, and it shows Tom Holland's suit before the CGI, so it's like a pre-production test suit.
Yeah.
And it looks awesome.
Oh, for Civil War?
Yeah, for Civil War.
Oh yeah, I saw those. No, I don't know why they CGI'd. It looked amazing.
Right? I don't get why they CGI'd over it either. I guess they decided... I mean, it was probably because they decided to switch the design. But the design of the pre-production suit, pre-CGI of what we saw in the movie, I think looks better than the suit in the movie.
Oh yeah, I mean, the only CGI I can understand is the camera lens eyes, but
yeah,
other than that...
Which makes sense, but like, this suit bears resemblance to Tom Holland's suit. It is Tom Holland's suit. It bears resemblance.
What?
It bears resemblance in little ways to the Maguire suit, and the spider on the front looks like a John Romita spider from the comics. The eyes look more stationary.
Oh yeah.
Unless they wanted to change that in CGI.
I mean, I think the only problem I had with Tobey Maguire's spider suit is the eyes were a little big, but then again, it wasn't like... I wouldn't change it.
Yeah.
The eyes were a little big, but I wouldn't swap it out. They were still perfect.
Yeah, I flippin' love that promo suit, the post-production suit.
Oh, yeah.
And it has raised webbing, too. It still has the cartridges of the webbing on the side. He has the web shooters. Yeah. So I think the web shooters are implied to be under the suit. It bears a lot of resemblance to what ended up being the final design, because you see some of the black lines running through the suit.
Like the black armbands were probably a nice touch. I mean, granted, they weren't actual armbands; it was part of the design. But like on the upper arm, he has like a kind of a black ribbon strand type thing.
Yeah, it's cool.
And yeah, that was pretty awesome to me.
I flippin' love that suit. I'll post pictures of it. This time on the podcast, I'm gonna put photos on the show. So instead of just having one image for an hour, I want to put the images of what we're talking about up, see how people like that.
Ha! We have advanced!
Yeah.
We are farther into the future now. We can put pictures in our podcast. What's next? Flying Cars, brought to you by Patrick Industries and LexCorp.
By Patrick Industries and LexCorp.
Yep.
I'm trying to think, what else happened in the nerd news recently?
Actually, that's about it. Abraham.
Right, The Walking Dead. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Abraham's confirmed. I believe he mistakenly confirmed that he said we're going to see a world with both Abraham and Negan in the same universe. And I'm like, well, that puts him out of the running.
So, at Comic-Con, on the top of The Walking Dead, Kevin Smith was doing interviews on the IMDb boat behind the convention center. And he got to interview Negan, Glenn, Daryl, and Rick. And he asked them if they can say who was killed, because everyone wants to know. And then they all kind of looked at each other, and then Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who plays Negan, said, well, it's nobody who's here. So if what he said is to be believed, and what you're saying is to be believed, Rick, Glenn, Daryl, and Abraham are safe.
Oh, no.
So
no.
So, hypothetically, if that's true, who do you think is dying? Who do you think is going to get the bat?
I don't know, but if that's all going to be true, then I can't. I won't watch the premiere. I'm sorry, but oh my goodness, I can't. They're going to waste. It's a total waste. I'm sorry, but if they don't kill someone big and not a side character or a major side character, it's going to be a huge waste. Like, we spent so much time speculating when Negan will arrive and who's going to play him and this big entrance, and we were promised this big entrance, and they delivered. He did get a big entrance, but if they kill someone, like, not as important, it will be a huge waste and disappointment. Like, I'm sorry, AMC, I'm sure you do know what you're doing, but if you kill someone, like, I mean, granted, all the characters in the lineup are important, but some are more important than others,
right.
And if you don't kill someone that's not or if you kill someone that's not as important, then it's kind of a waste. I mean,
so in your perfect little world, who would you choose for Negan to kill off?
Probably Glenn or Daryl.
Glenn or Daryl?
Glenn, only because, like, the source material that's happened. I mean, granted, no one wants to follow the source material exactly, only because, like, then people will be like predicting before it actually happens, and then it'll become boring. But at the same time, like, following the source material gives us, glimpses into probably some of the most iconic moments in comic book history. Like, I mean, granted, following Civil War, they didn't follow the canon exactly. Like, they didn't kill Cap, they didn't, there wasn't Daredevil, And there was all these different things that were not at all like the source material, but they still brought one of the most iconic moments of Marvel history when, Bucky's out of the shot, Cap's running at Iron Man, and Iron Man blasts his shield and it deflects off his shield, and they're both interlocked with who's more powerful. Iron Man blasting or Cap, defending, where, like, we'll put a picture up so you can see, but, like, when Iron Man's, like, on his knees blasting and Cap's, like, blocking you with a shield, it's all deflecting, it's just, like, this big power struggle.
Right.
And you can see they're equally matched, and so, like, no one's, advancing or
They're just caught in a stalemate.
Yeah. And that's one of the most beautiful shots of all time to me. And, I mean, granted, I'm glad they didn't kill Captain America. Well, I mean, technically they killed his identity, but they didn't kill Steve Rogers exactly. But at the same time, the only reason I would have wanted to see that is just because it's one of the most iconic moments in Marvel Comics history.
Right.
Is the death of Steve Rogers at the hands of a brainwashed Agent 13.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the moment he gives up being Captain America and becomes Steve Rogers, and he's brought in for trial, and he's shot and killed and assassinated right there on the steps of the government building.
Yeah.
And it's brutal and it's sad.
But it's powerful and it's awesome.
Oh yeah.
So that's who you would kill?
Probably.
Yeah. I think as much as I love her, I think I want to see Maggie go.
Maggie?
Like, if I was running the show, I would kill Maggie.
Oh yeah, well, Maggie's not going anywhere. They confirmed, like, she's gonna be, she's sticking around.
They did?
Oh yeah. Well, like, they explained they were gonna find out what's wrong with her pregnancy.
Right. Well, my guess, not my guess, but if I was running the show, I would have Negan kill Maggie in front of Glenn.
Oh my. What the hell is wrong with you? Damn, son.
Because in the comics, he kills Glenn in front of Maggie, and that's what people are going to expect, so I'd flip it. And Maggie's pregnant, right?
Yeah.
So, I would have Glenn. So he has them all in the the half circle around them all on their knees.
Yeah.
And he takes the bat and he kills one of them. I would want to see him kill Maggie, even though I love her and she's my favorite on the show.
Oh yeah.
Because she's pregnant and she is having complications, which means she might lose the baby. If Negan noticed she was pregnant, killed her, and let her stay there, and didn't let anybody else touch them, had the rest of the group be moved by his men, but had Glenn tied there and made him watch. So he watches Maggie die, and then he's forced to watch the body, and then the baby dies and turns and has to eat its way out of Maggie.
Okay, calm down.
I know that's fucked up.
Hold on, dude. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. How cool
you
is that?
A doctor?
I might maybe.
A therapist? Fucking A.
But that wouldn't go that far. That would fuck Glenn up.
That would fuck me up.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be bad for the baby, and I'm not talking about the one inside Maggie. I'm talking about me. I'm a baby. That'd be bad.
No, but think about it. They're always looking for ways to escalate the show. Every season they find different ways to kill people and make it worse and worse and worse.
Gosh, damn.
Think about it. Even though, or maybe it's all by chance, right? And he's doing the eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He lands on Maggie and goes, oh, she's pregnant too. Kills Maggie, makes Glenn watch, and the baby eats its way out.
Well, does he know that she's pregnant?
I mean, isn't she visibly pregnant?
I don't know. Fuck. It's been so long.
All right, let me pull it up.
It's been so
long. Lauren Cohen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking up. I thought she was visibly pregnant. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen that episode.
I'm looking right now. All right, vamp for me so that the podcast doesn't get boring.
Oh my goodness. All right, well, then in that case, we will give a sponsor brought to you by Cheetos. Dangerously cheesy.
We're not sponsored by Cheetos.
No, we're not, but we like to give free shout-outs. Nerdcore, toys and collectibles.
Oh, so while we talk about that, while I look this up to see if I can find anything about her being pregnant.
Sponsorship.
So Comic-Con, man.
Sponsors.
Is coming up in October in Yakima.
Oh, yeah. I originally was going to do a Bob's Burgers cosplay, but I decided, no, I didn't want to anymore. And so, I'm thinking about doing a Rick Flag now.
Yeah?
Rick Flag from Suicide Squad.
Why Rick Flag?
He's cool. And his costume is, like, badass, but not, like, too elaborate for, like, a military costume. Just a simple tactical vest and, like, shirt and, you know, paint and, you know, a rifle. I mean, Bob's Burgers would be easy, but at the same time, they're Bob from Bob's Burgers. Then again, I'd have to get a mustache, and for those who have seen me in person, I have a goatee right now, and trust me, you don't want to see me in a mustache, and that's just wrong, and you're disgusted, I'm disgusted, I look shameful, I'm a pig, etc. It's just bad. So
I'm looking at it, and it doesn't look like she's all that visibly pregnant.
Yeah, so I don't, like...
So what if it is just a chance thing? He does the eeny, meeny, miny, moe, lands on Lauren Cohen's Maggie, kills her, and then they tell him she's pregnant while he's doing it, and he goes, oh, cool. Then he ties down Glenn and makes him watch the baby eat its way out.
Shit. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. It's just...
Apparently not.
We're just talking about what should happen, and that'd be a brutal way, and it'd be a great way to escalate the show. By the way, if you search Maggie Walking Dead pregnant, you get weird photos.
Oh no. Alright.
I'm not enjoying any of this.
Everyone listening right now, we do not, I repeat, do not condone this. Do not search it, and if you do, that's your problem. That's your fault. We have nothing to do with it. Sucks to be you. Clear your search history.
It's not even the search problem. That's the problem. It's the flipping fans with the Photoshop.
Again, we do not condone this. We have no part of this. This is your fault.
Let's go back to Rick Flag and get away from this topic.
Rick Flag!
To sum up, that's who I would kills Maggie.
Got Enchantress is pregnant.
No!
More pregnancy!
So...
Let's stop here.
Would you modify the Rick Flag costume anyway?
Probably not.
No, just leave it the way it is?
Maybe, like, after he smashed the armband, because, I mean, I'm not going to find an armband anytime soon.
Right.
Well, maybe if I looked on the internet, but, I mean... I'm not going to find one. Like, there won't be one that fits my phone, and it's just a mess. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping to do a SpiderMan suit by then, but it doesn't look like it's going to work out. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do as a backup. I might throw together Punisher.
Oh, that'd be nice. Again?
Oh, yeah. So I did a really shitty armored Punisher for Seattle Comic-Con last year. This last year, yeah.
The point is, you tried.
I tried, yeah. But I'd want to do it again, but do the black shirt with the pants.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be armored the way I did it, but do it more traditional to the Punisher character. So it'd be a black shirt, or like with maybe a tactical vest, and I'll like stencil out the Punisher logo and spray paint it on, and throw on a coat, and then some black pants and get some prop weapons and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Like, I thought about doing Ragnar again, but I decided not to, only because my Ragnar wasn't amazing. I mean, it could have been better. It could have been a lot better, actually, now that I think about it. But, the only other options I thought about doing was doing the typical, Marvel superhero in disguise in the movies. Like, for those out there who have no idea what I'm talking about, like, when you start noticing it, you'll see it. Like, in every Marvel Cinematic movie, like, when the heroes, like Captain America or Iron Man, are quote-unquote in disguise, they always have a pair of sunglasses, a hat, and a jacket of some sort.
Yeah.
And I would love to do that. Just wear a leather jacket, a hat, some sunglasses, and wear a t-shirt that says something like, not Captain America.
Oh, that'd be really funny.
Or what I would love to do is the mechanic Tony Stark from Iron Man 3.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
I mean, even though it's simple, but it's also not simple at the same time. Because, I mean, granted, all I'd have to do is, like, get, a pair of orange sunglasses, my goatee, a blue hoodie, and, like, my boots, and pair of, like, jeans or something, and I already have the backpack. But I'd still have to I'd have to get, like, a kitchen glove, and get, like, a pistol. Basically, for those who don't know, in Iron Man 3... Tony Stark has like 3 different costumes. There's Tony Stark, with the rich, Robert Downey Jr. There's Iron Man, where he's in the Iron Man suit, and then there's the mechanic Tony Stark. And what that is when he's going to save Pepper Potts, and he invades, the Mandarin's mansion. He's finding out what's going on. He's got like that one kitchen glove that like sparks electricity and like tases people.
Mm-hmm.
And he makes all these like homemade weapons and whatnot. He's got them all over his body, and he just he goes and he's the Iron Man, but he doesn't you see Iron Man suit, he just goes in, he's got like a hoodie, orange sunglasses, and since Tony Stark's a tech genius, he makes all these brilliant homemade guerrilla weapons and goes and saves Pepper with those.
Yeah.
And so that would be amazing to do.
That'd be really cool.
Is there time? Let me research.
I'm trying to think. What would you think I should dress up as then?
I have no idea. That's a good question. Ragnar
Lothbrok.
Ragnar Lothbrok.
I'd have to shave though.
Do it.
I don't want to shave though.
Do it.
I don't want to.
Oh, okay. Now that sounds weird.
I might do. What if I did like Peter Parker?
Oh, that'd be cool. Get a shirt that says "I'm not Peter" or "I'm not Spider-Man."
I was thinking more like get a camera, some glasses, do my hair, and then have a shirt. Get like a Spider-Man shirt under it, so it's like the chest logo and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Wear like a see-through white shirt over it.
Yeah, or have like a dress shirt, but it's unbuttoned so you can see it.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Maybe have like or maybe like a. Actually, I don't know how it'd work. Maybe you could make a lanyard that's or what's the news place there? Isn't it like the Daily Bugle?
Daily Bugle, yeah.
Just like a Daily Bugle like a lanyard.
Make like a fake ID for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool too.
That'd be super cool. And I could like laminate it and stuff and have it around my neck.
Oh, that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, that'd be really cool actually.
This the problem with doing costumes like that is not many people recognize it. I mean, obviously, if you walk into a convention with, an Iron Man suit of armor, everyone's be like, "Oh my gosh, you're Iron Man."
Yeah.
But if you wear if you're Clark Kent and you're like wearing, a pair of glasses, and a white shirt and black pants, everyone's be like, "What the hell are you?"
Yeah.
You know you're Clark Kent. No one else does.
Well, maybe I can make a mask too, so there's a mask coming out of my pocket.
Oh, that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Like a back pocket.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people would recognize like the mechanic Tony Stark.
Everybody, because Iron Man 3 is awesome.
Yeah, good point. Well, it's no Iron Man 2 though.
Yeah.
One of the best movies of all time, along with Spider-Man 3, and I'm actually gonna throw up. Never mind.
Well, on the topic of Marvel movies, so they just wrapped Hugh Jackman's work on Wolverine 3.
Oh, they finished?
And and he shaved his beard.
Oh.
Have you seen that video?
No, I haven't.
You haven't? Alright, so he wrapped up production for his final performance as Wolverine, and he videotaped himself shaving his Wolverine mutton chops for the final time.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I'll pull it up real quick.
That's not okay. I'm not ready. My body is not ready for this.
Yeah, so he just wrapped, and then here I have the video. Right?
These last few weeks haven't been going great, but I don't understand.
Yeah, but it's like, and I've watched it a couple of times, and it's just sad to watch him shave it for the final time.
I'm not okay. This is like when I watched Brokeback Mountain the other day.
oh yeah, we just watched Brokeback Mountain. That movie ripped me to shreds.
That was not okay on any form. Now, we threw a going away party for our mutual friend Dylan, who's been on the podcast before, where she did nothing but roast me, and so now I have absolutely no will to live. But I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, we had her. You know her from episode 3?
I think she's on 3. Let me Google that real quick.
It was like episode 3.
We just did episode 4, so she was on 3.
Yep, episode 3, because I remember episode 4 was Sausage Party, and once
Yeah.
we were tired as hell, and we talked about food porn. And so, yeah. No, we love you, Dylan. We'll miss you when you're gone in Oregon. Please come back to visit. We will have you on the podcast again if we can.
Yeah, she said she was going to be back for Thanksgiving, so we can see her then.
You better be back. You better record for us on our Thanksgiving episode, Dylan.
Yeah, so she said she'll be back for Thanksgiving. She'll be back for Christmas too. So you'll, in the future, hopefully, if all things go well, we'll hear more Dylan on the podcast. So I found the video.
Only if we're lucky.
Yeah, so I just found the video. So if you want to come here real quick, you can watch it. It's Hugh Jackman shaving his Wolverine beard for the final time.
Whoa, guys, we're watching a video inside a video.
Have fun listening to the video.
That's like 16 minutes. My wife would be very happy these days.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So
well,
it's so sad because it's the last time he's ever doing it.
I must be happy for him, though. I am happy for him, though. Only because he's so... I mean, he is the best Wolverine. He's the only Wolverine.
He's the only Wolverine.
No one's allowed to play the Wolverine after this. Like, I don't care what plans Fox has for the future. You can do as many X-Men movies as you want. You are not allowed to have Wolverine again. I'm sorry, but, like, Hugh Jackman's the only one for me. No one can do it better. Like...
Yeah. And people have been asking who they're going to cast as Wolverine next. I don't think they should.
No, it's, again, Hugh Jackman was the one, the only. Like, I would rather, like, not love X-Men than go see, you know, another Wolverine. Hugh Jackman's the only one.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's weird seeing another guy do it.
Yeah, well, people wanted the kid from that spy movie that came out that's not 007. The gentleman thing with the British guys.
Oh, Kingsman.
Kingsman Secret Service. Yeah, they wanted the kid from Kingsman to be him.
Yeah, I saw that movie. That movie was so funny.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yeah. Before I found out that I can't get tattoos for certain reasons, I actually was going to get the, quote, "Manners maketh man" on my arm.
You can't get tattoos?
Not anymore.
Why not?
Yeah, it's personal.
Oh, alright, cool.
Anyway, then medical stuff, blah, 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 whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm not a doctor, but, you know, it's not a good idea. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I get mine next month. I'm getting my first tattoo.
Oh, nice. What's it gonna be?
Late September. In October. I'm going up to Seattle, Washington to do it. I'm going up to Tiger Tattoo for Chula, and Chula's going to do it up there.
Oh, nice. Go Chula, do it right. I don't know you, but you sound like a badass.
He's awesome. He's so cool.
Chula.
And I think it's going to be like a quarter sleeve, so it'll come down to my tricep.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be badass.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, so it should be fun.
Woo! It'll be a party.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, what else has happened up in the nerd news?
We gotta do regular news or nerd news, because in regular news, apparently, people are mad that people sit down during the Pledge of Allegiance. How dare he exercise the First Amendment? What a bastard.
Yeah, I heard about that. So what happened with that?
So I guess one of the players for the San Francisco 49ers, during the national anthem, I think it was the national anthem, he sat down.
Oh.
He didn't, cover his heart, and he didn't stand up. And at first, everyone was outraged, and at first I wasn't sure what to think, because he's exercising his freedom of speech.
Right.
And when asked about it, they said, "Why are you doing this? Or why did you do that? What is wrong with you? You know, you're un-American. What is wrong with you?"
Right.
And he said, "I refuse to stand up for a flag that, oppresses black people." And that's freedom of speech, and I realized he has a point.
Yeah. So is that what happened? Because all I heard was that people hated him for some reason.
Oh yeah, and then people started hating on him. The internet gave him shit, and then veterans of the military stepped in. You know what they said?
Huh.
They supported him.
Oh really?
Yeah, people who have been to Afghanistan and back, people have been to parts of the world we don't even know yet.
Suddenly, Sons of Nerddom gets super political.
All right, down with Donald Trump and up with, and nobody at this point. We support no one. Our chances are, do you want herpes or do you want cancer? Because you're screwed either way. We choose Harambee.
Oh, and then Brazil just took out their...
Yeah, they impeached their president.
Yeah, they just impeached their president.
I vote we rebuild Harambee, and we make him our president. I mean, one of the cities in Minnesota has just re-elected a dog as a mayor for the third time.
Yeah.
I move we do Harambee.
Well, speaking of Harambee... Dick's out. So the Cincinnati Zoo is where Harambee was. Harambee was shot. Became an internet meme. So the Cincinnati Zoo on the social media, on various forms of social media, asked people to stop making Harambee memes because they found it insensitive and they didn't like it. So naturally, the internet made it worse, and the memes just came back bigger and stronger and harder and faster. Yeah. So the Cincinnati Zoo deleted all of their social media. So they took out their Twitter and their Instagram and all that because they kept making memes.
Speaking of Harambee and memes and whatnot, they actually over in the Philadelphia Zoo, these two gorillas just had a baby, and they're like, you know what's a good idea that hasn't gone wrong before? Let's let the internet name it.
Yeah.
It went fine with Bodie McBoatface, and not at all with the McDonald's burgers. This can't be a bad idea. You know what all the names were?
Harambee?
Harambee, Harambee 2, Harambee Jr.
I think the favorite
Harambee
one...
spelled backwards.
Yeah, the favorite one that I saw was that somebody suggested they name the new baby gorilla Harambee 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Electric... What the fuck is Electric Boogaloo? I hear that for every time there's a sequel.
It's a movie.
Oh my goodness gracious. Every time there's Deadpool, I've heard Deadpool 2 Electric Boogaloo, Harambee 2 Electric Boogaloo. What the hell's an Electric Boogaloo?
Yeah. And then another gorilla just died. So Bantu was in the Philadelphia Zoo.
Oh, come on.
They they sedated him because they were transporting him from one zoo to another to breed with a female gorilla. And he reacted terribly to the sedative and went into cardiac arrest, and he died.
Balls out for Bantu.
Well, and that's what it is. So,
what?
Yeah, so the joke...
No fucking way.
Yeah, so the internet made the joke like, dicks out for Harambee, now it's balls out for Bantu.
What's next?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that's what it is now, it's dicks out for Harambee.
It makes you feel better. There were actually a bunch of like non-Harambee names for the gorilla that was just born. One of them was McChicken. And
Really?
Yep, McChicken and Gorilla McMonkeyface.
That's awesome.
I would vote for Gorilla McMonkeyface, actually. I mean, Bodie McBoatface is doing pretty well over in the UK. So I don't see why it wouldn't be a bad idea for this gorilla here.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think. That's all the news I've got. Ugh. My voice cracked. That's all the news I've got.
Yeah, I got nothing else either.
Alright, you want to outro us?
Alright, well, remember, we will never give you up. We will never let you down. We will never run around and hurt you. No dicks out for Harambee. We don't condone any inappropriate things ever, even though we are very vulgar. Please like and subscribe. We need more subscribers. We need a lot of those. And I'm not saying that because YouTube pays us, but hey, 6 cents is 6 cents.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family. Actually, don't share with your family, especially if you're in a Christian household.
That's where I'm at.
Basically. Share with your friends. Our friends might find us funny, especially episode 2, where we talked about excessively masturbating. That seems our most popular one.
It is, right?
I don't know why.
Maybe next episode we should talk about jerking off a lot.
Alright, cool. So, there was this one time,
Oh, God.
No, I'm kidding. But, alright, thank you for watching, well, listening, since, here's our podcast, and you don't watch those.
Yeah.
But, thank you for watching. Fuck! Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family, only if your family's old enough and can tolerate us. And yeah, just... boost us more if you liked us and you want to see more from us. Please give us feedback. We have an email, and we want to hear about topics from you.
Yeah, if you want to get in contact with us because you want to say something, or there's a topic that we missed, or there's something you want us to talk about on the show, email us at sonsofnerddom@gmail.com. All one word, all lowercase.
Sons of Nerddom, then that's 2 double D's in Nerddom.
Yeah.
Nerddom. That is not an inappropriate joke. That is actually our name, so suck it.
Alright, so for this week of Sons of Nerddom, I've been Caleb.
And I was Patrick.
Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
Goodbye.